What's up, everybody? This is OLB One Lucky Bullet, back with a quick review for the US release of the Honor View 10, which is Huawei's kind of budget flagship device, kind of taking on the OnePlus One 5T. It's available now on their websites for $4.99. You can pretty much get a $30 off code, so it drops the price down to $4.70. Comes with one transparent case in the box, and then they send you that free case with the guy's image on it that I gave a thumbs down to, because I don't know anybody that's going to use that, but yeah, go for it. It does glow in the dark, so I don't know if that that matters to you. So you're looking at me setting this thing up. This was shot on my S9 Plus, so figured I'd try something different. This thing's rocking 6 gigs of RAM, the Kirin 970 processor with the AI built into it. Android Oreo 8.1 and EMUI 8.0. Not a big fan of the EMUI. Feels kind of like they want to be an iPhone. But it's quick, it's snappy, it does the job. It's only a 1080p display on it, so the 5T has that beat. It does have 128 gigs of storage, so I really like that. Plus micro SD card support. I was using it on my AT&T for about 2 weeks, and it ran pretty smooth, pretty quick. Didn't really have a lot of problems until I decided to move over to the 9 Plus. It has a bevy of features. It has tons and tons of different camera options. But one of the biggest things that I have a problem with on this phone is there's no image stabilization. So shooting videos and things like that are going to turn out rough. The low light performance on it is decent. It's not bad. I mean, it can take some great shots. It's just you really got to fiddle with it. Micro USB-C for fast charging. Day-to-day operation, I was able to get a full day's use out of it and still have some battery left. It does have its quirks. It has some really annoying things like notifications. It doesn't show any notifications on the lock screen. You have to try to enable them, and even then it doesn't work that great. And this is not just with this phone. This is with the Mate 10 Pro, the Mate 9. I have both of them. It doesn't allow you to do that because of the, I don't know, I guess the EMUI skin over top of it. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm really not a huge fan of these bumps on the back. As you can see, you sit here and you peck on it, you get a lot of vibration. You sit here and hit the corners and things, it's going to rock back and forth. The reason for that is the dual lens on the back sticks out from it. So if you're not the type to want a case on it, then you're going to take the risk of messing the camera lenses up, which kind of sucks, but I guess it was their decision. This phone really reminds me of like a 7, a 7 Plus, just the way it's laid out. The fingerprint scanner, super fast, super quick. Facial recognition on it only works when it wants to work, so good luck with that. I mean, some days it's great, some days it's not. The battery, I told you, is great. The display, it's not too shabby. It's got good, sunlight viewing angles, unless you're directly under the sun and it's pretty bright, because I had that happen when I was down in Richmond. I couldn't really see it too great while I was walking around outside. I'm going to attach a couple images at the end of this video so you can see what some of the camera shots look like, and you can kind of base that upon yourself on if you think it's great. But I would give the phone a chance, but it's really hard to recommend this phone versus the 5T. The 5T is $4.99. This phone is $4.99. $30 off, $4.70. It does have expandable SD card support, so you get what you pay for. But The 5T has the better screen. You know, it has the Snapdragon 835 in it. This is the Kirin 970. So it's kind of pick and choose on what you want to do with it. But all in all, I'd give this phone a 7 out of 10. I think it's a great phone, you know, for the bargain. It's just really hard to compete with OnePlus with the 5T, and now the 6 getting ready to come out. But drop me a comment below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, you know, let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll see you on the next go around.